maybe I was harming people around me with it, because I see that most people are not capable of doing it. No. All right. So then you just do your thing, you just do your job, you just do your work, and hopefully you have a good time with the people you surround yourself with. And you cultivate yourself, you see what other people would like to do, and then you empower them through just helping them with moving on with their journey. Now, the elements, they will always be there. How you ingest the elements. You see everything around you is earth. You see everything around you is matter. Like this tree, beautiful tree over here. And I decoded that for myself as air, water, earth, and probably fire, which is the sun over here, and myself, which is burning down all these materials when I ingest them. Now, how can we ingest things? We ingest things through smoking, which would be the element of air, through water, which would be the element of which is the element of water. We drink it. And we ground ourselves out, hopefully just via walking on the bare soil, on the soil. And then you have times where you where you just get rid of all of this material when you fast, and you get rid of all of this material when you feast. And then it's like sometimes people are like, never do drugs, never have this experience. Well, most people are addicted with their language to food, because they are not able to fast, they are not able to boil things down and to have connection to self. And this is okay for me, but maybe it would help them to fast. So if you have an idea inside of your mind, then just go out with it. And yeah, probably do the opposite of what you have inside of your mind. The complete opposite of it. And then you have like, for example, you have people who always smoke, and I'm like, overdo it to the point where you're just so overfed with it, you're so full with that toxins that you can't do it anymore. And you suddenly realize, no, that's not the real thing. And then there are people, I've never smoked a cigarette, I've never smoked a joint, I've never smoked tobacco. And then suddenly they do it, and they're like, whoa, that's a new experience, that's good. And then you should move on with your experience. Yeah, it's the same with sport. For example, for me, it's like sport is the pork for the snake. I told you this. It's movement. It's moving your mind. What's occurring. So if you overdo something, you will stagnate. But if you never move, if you never do sport, you also stagnate, and you can't move anymore. So balance, yin and yang, and doing things and not doing things. And what is in the middle? The heart. The heart is in the middle, which is green. Which is what it's all about. Cultivating your heart, cultivating what is inside of you. And yeah, then you balance everything out, which you have. No, I was writing my knowledge down, my knowledge, my gnosis, and my knowledge down into this book. But certainly it is condensed already down in this spark, in this light which I have inside of my head. Everybody has that. And you will move on with this spark. Through Mem and Ori. Mem, flip it around, yeah, you have EW, which is water. Get rid of the vowels. And you have Ori, which is Ra, which is light. And if you're not into all of these esoterics, that's totally fine for me too. That's totally fine for me. And maybe all of this was, I was making these videos to, if somebody's interested in my aura and area about these things, now I can give them my advice. But everybody has their own experience, so they should be able to experience their truth for themselves. And I don't want to interrupt that. I just influence them when I am already with these people. So what is important for me is the cultivation of the heart, which is, I told you again, Zhen Shan Ren, truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. Not being selfish. And I stopped striving things. I'm already done with competition in martial arts because I don't see the reason in it. You want to be faster than somebody? Yeah, that's great. You want to be more powerful? Yeah, that's okay, do it. But it would be wiser to just move, which is yoga or Kalarippayattu, to be healthy and to teach that. But again, this is you can only give somebody something, but they have to experience that for themselves. I can only tell you I'm done with competition. I'm probably done with these videos, and it was a fun part. It opened myself up. I don't want to harm somebody with it. I will continue to cultivate my heart and influence other people which are in my area. And the last words I have to say are probably get for you. If it is for you and if you made it to this point, get into Falun Gong, Falun Dafa. As the sun is coming out. And cultivate what is inside of your chest, your heart. Open that up. Be nice to other people. Help them. Zhen Shan Ren. Truthfulness, compassion.